Welcome back, guys. In this video, I am gonna talk about something really radical that most people never get to understand. And it takes a bit of awareness and consciousness, and you must have done some sort of work to understand this. And yesterday I saw an interview with a shaman and another uh, like in I thought it was a Vice interview, a documentary, and they were sitting with 5-MeO-DMT, which I've been sitting with a lot. And 5-MeO-DMT gives you a lot of awareness. It's a great teacher, and it teaches you so many things. But we're not gonna go into the Bufo or the 5-MeO-DMT right now. How should I say this in the best possible way? Because this can really trigger people, and they can't seem to let this go. And in the end, it's all about codependency and specifically victimization. And victimization is a very, the people that are victims, they will never say that they will never admit, or it's really hard to admit that you've been a victim. And when you are a victim, you blame other people basically, and you take no responsibility for your own life. And in this video, I will show you how you are the creator and the manifester of everything that you are doing in your life. And I will start proving this to you by telling you a very short story, and then after the story I will tell you, I will take an example, and I will hopefully make you see that you are the creator of your life in any situation, in everything that happens in your life. So let's start with the story. And the story is that my father passed away when I was 24. It was 2012. He got a very rare cancer in his anus, it started. And this cancer spread, and then a couple years later he died. And I got obsessed with really try to understand why he died. And I come to the fact with sitting with plants that he created his own cancer. And I will tell you exactly what I mean by that. I used to say that my father killed himself in a very slow way. Because if we are all creators of everything that we do, and you created me right now having this conversation and you're watching this video, you manifested me in some specific way because you maybe need to hear this. My father manifested his cancer in his body that killed him. And many times, or the collective consciousness right now is where no, cancer is happening to me, I'm not creating it. It's something that needs to be taken away, and it shouldn't be in the body. First of all, the cancer itself is actually trying to help you get rid of the negative energy that is within your body. So the cancer itself, it's not bad, first of all, for example. The second of all, victim mentality is blaming the cancer, that you are the problem. I have to take you away. I have to cancel you out. And this is what goes on in this cancel culture. It's a victim culture, actually. You need to leave my body. You need to leave my space. I don't want to watch you. I don't want to see you. It comes from a consciousness, a low vibration consciousness of codependency, which is victimhood, and I do not take responsibility for my own situation, my own creation. You don't even take responsibility for your own creation. And this is where people get stuck. They don't come anywhere. They can't manifest, or they do manifest, but they often manifest negative things. And they keep repeating this cycle of pointing to somewhere else. And that's where they are delusional. That's where they are stuck and they can't move on. And I haven't done anything. There's nothing wrong with me. I don't do anything. It comes from a place of survival ego. I need to protect myself from anything, and I do nothing wrong. I am not, it's a cripple. I can't create my own reality. and therefore I can't create my own sickness. I can tell you right now, you create all of your sickness, you create all of your joy, you create all of your money, you create everything around you, you create the way you look, the way you, everything. If you get problem with your eyes, you created it. If you're sick in your stomach, you created it. If someone is robbing you, you created it. If you were in a car accident, you created it. You manifested the car accident. This is what most people don't understand. And when I see people are in a car accident, they're like, yeah, they hit me. No, you they hit you, but you manifested them to hit you so you could learn something. It's always about learning. Always, 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 always. And I saw this documentary. Back to the documentary. If you are you with me right now? This is very hard for people in the victim consciousness to even understand and take in. I saw this documentary where they talked about kind of like abuse. And so what if someone gets abused? Or what if someone gets raped? Or what if someone even gets killed? Are you with me now? Because this one, my friends, most people can never own. They can never own this fact. But you are different. You are smart. You are one of those that has more consciousness, more awareness, and you take responsibility for your life. Therefore, you can understand this. Every single human that being raped, abused, killed, in any shape or form damaged, physically or mentally abused, they have a subconscious. It doesn't come from the conscious part of the mind. It comes from a conscious place. They either got abused or they have generational trauma that's been passed on to them in a really negative way of thinking. Therefore, they create an environment that they could recreate the subconscious. The subconscious is the body. They recreate the pattern of the thinking of their own mind, which is subconscious and comes from their upbringing or past life or generational trauma. So if someone gets raped, there is a part of them that wants to get raped. Because when they take this wounding up, they can remind themselves of the pain, and in the pain, they can heal. I know for me, this is very logical. But for a lot of people, they're like, no, what do you mean? Blah, 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 blah. But there is no healing without the trigger. If the rape is the trigger, then the rape needs to happen for them to heal. I don't say it has to be the rape. They can go to a shaman like me, and they can sit with plants and they can heal. They can go to therapists. They can go to maybe some other people that I don't know that does magic. They can work on themselves. But when people are not aware and when they're not in a growth mindset of like, I want to heal myself, life is going to give you a situation where you can look at yourself, and if that is in a rape, that will happen. Do you understand me, what I mean? This is not to kind of like say that someone is bad or not bad, or this is just very objectively how life is unfolding, and how if there were no trigger from the first place, maybe that's the abuse, or that's the physical abuse, or the whatever that is. If there were no pain in such wise, people would never look at themselves. And maybe sometimes they go into this like trigger and they completely shut down and they blame everyone else, and they blame the perpetrator, because this is nothing else than this. Up here you have the perpetrator, down here you have the helper, and on this side you have the victim. They call the drama triangle, and it's there to your mind thinks that it's safe when it feels that it's familiar. So if a victim has grown up with a perpetrator in its life, like the dad or the mother is the perpetrator and you as a child were the victim, you are gonna recreate places in your life where you can play out the victim because you feel familiar with that behavior. And if you would then, you will be attracted to other perpetrators out there that will come into your life to wake you up from the victimization that you're in, and therefore you can be free. It's all about healing. There's not like everyone on the planet is in the drama triangle to one way or the other. We are though going into the 5D, which means that we are going away from this way of relating to each other. But for now, this is how we do things. We are always in a constant triangle of codependency to other people, and they are there for us actually. Even if it's something bad, first of all, I don't believe there is anything bad. There's nothing bad. Everything is very neutral. It's just that the mind believes things about certain situations. And when we can take responsibility for our life and we understand that, you know what, I actually do manifested the crash with my car, but that was for me to be able to look at myself because I've been running so fast in my life and something needed me to stop, for example. Or like the person who got abused. Yes, it's because you manifested that person so you can start look at yourself and value yourself higher and see that you are good enough, for example. Many people have, no, but I feel like I'm good enough. Yeah, but you also have breast cancer. Where is that coming from? For example. So, and all of these cancers and all of these diseases in the body always comes from a way of thinking. There is no other way that we manifest these things into our life if it's basically ignorance. Ignorance is not bliss. Ignorance is pain. Ignorance is manifesting shit into your life. The more aware you are about your situation and your own thinking, and the more open you are to let go and able to see something different in your life, the more you will gain. There is nothing else that is worse in my hallucination than someone is really like, no, I don't believe in anything. I'm completely shut down. I just want to protect myself. For me, it's very, very unattractive. That means that you are in a lot of pain and you don't want to look at the pain because if you do, you don't know how to handle the pain and you don't know what's going to happen. Maybe you are addicted to control and certainty and all of a sudden you don't know how to handle it, for example. So when we can take responsibility that we are the creators of everything that happens in our life, all of a sudden we if I manifest that, I can also manifest good. I can stop creating the negative stuff if I look at myself, and I can start manifesting the things that I really, really, really want. And when I do that, I become the creator. I was like, you know what? Now I want to create more. I want to bring more to life. I want to do more good things for myself and other people and the world. All of a sudden, you feel empowered in going out there and doing the things that you really want to do. Is that making sense? Comment down below what you're thinking about this and how your view, and if this, did it come through? Did I say it in a good way? Did you understand what I mean? Could you see this happening? Most of the people cannot, but I guess the people that come to my channel are a bit different than everyone else. And don't forget to subscribe, and I see you in the next video.